we want to tell everyone how thankful we are. We really appreciate the support that we've received here. There's a lot of hidden work that can't be seen. We've got a new roof on the building. We have insulation in all the rooms that have been refurbished. It's been a total rewiring because the wiring was out of date. Our central heating in all the rooms that you've seen have all been upgraded. The lighting has been upgraded. And we've been so privileged. We've been working with what is called a spirit of excellence in all that we do. And as you can see, we're not quite finished yet, but we're nearly there. And we believe that with the continued help and support from you who have just backed Glen Aros from the early days up until now, that we will see this through. As Mike alluded to earlier, we've been given a word of fresh trails of adventure, and we really believe that that's a journey not just for the pastors, but for all who are part of Glen Aros family. And we want to just continue with that. We want to let you know that you're on a fresh trail of adventure with us. And so we just hand it all over to you. We hand it over to you and let your heart guide you to the support that you've already, generous support that you've already given, and the support that we will need to see this through. Many people from around the world are part of Glen Aros family, and many people from around the world have come and been part of the church here, come and visited through mission trips, through Colorado, through Charis Bible colleges, through the churches attached to European Initiative. And we want to continue that work and extend it, along with the work that we do within our own small local community here in this small town of Dumfries in southwest Scotland.
And this, 3 years ago, is where the work all began. It was in this very room, which used to be an office space for a local housing association, that we first started to pull down walls and strip things back to the beginning. You have all been a very vital part of that process. That's a big storage cupboard in behind the doors. Out there is a soft play area where the kids can go on a Sunday morning. This area here still needs to be revamped and remodeled. But you can see it's a great space for the kids. That's the main auditorium that's in through the doors. And we come into the brand new refurbished auditorium. Isn't this just amazing? A total transformation. If you guys had seen this before, you would not believe the difference. It's like night and day, chalk and cheese, black and white, all of these things. And we have recently, just very recently, as we come through the main auditorium doors, we have just recently remodeled the kitchen. And here are your perfect hosts, where this has all been ripped out, ceilings were pulled down, floors were lifted up. Everything here has been made new. It's a great service area for the ladies and gents to come in and have their teas, their coffees, their breakfasts. So everything is in here that's required from us. This here is what we call the JR room. And this is just a small room which has been recarpeted, painted, just freshened up and decorated. It's a small meeting room. Prayer times that go on in here, kids work goes on in here, amazing things go on in here. The work of the Lord is going on in Glen Aros, but this is just a small part of all that you have invested in. So let me take you a quick guide up the stairs. Is what we call the upper room. How appropriate for a church building. And this is where a lot of our children work goes on. Still to be remodeled and refurbished with new furniture and tables, which we are in the process of looking to source. A complete remodel, a complete transformation of a great space for not just for the kids' work, midweek men's meetings, midweek ladies' meetings. Doesn't have to be down in the auditorium. It can all happen up here in this space. We have been trying to spend our money wisely on God's house.
For us, and Yes, we love Christmas, but
Hello, this is Andrew Womack, and I just wanted to join with you in your celebration for God supplying your facility there for £1. I know that John said this was going to happen for many, many years, and I was standing there and agreeing with him, but man, to see it come to pass, you are living a miracle. God has really performed something that's exceptional. This doesn't happen very often. And John and Susan have just stood and believed God. That's all God needs, is somebody to just be a willing participant and just trust Him. Trust His Word. And praise God, it's working. So I'm glad that you're celebrating this. You need to make memories and never forget the great things that God has done there to help you proclaim the gospel to all of the people in Scotland. So I love you, John and Susan, and everybody there at the church. God bless you, and you have a great time celebrating God's miraculous provision.
So once again, huge thank you to all our supporters.
I would just like to say a thank you as well. And in case you don't know, Glen Aros Church Centre's in a neighbourhood of Dumfries and Galloway, where we have a lot of people in the community that still need to know Jesus, people that still need to know that they're loved by God. So our heart as a Glen Aros Church Centre is to reach out into this community. We've got a kitchen here that we want to provide teas and coffees for people to come along and have a chat. And we look forward to inviting you to come along and join us sometime in the future. As Phil has said, we've been on the refurbishment of this building, but we really believe that it's like a type and shadow of what God's doing, not just in this physical building, but in the spiritual lives of the people in Glen Aros and those that we're going to come into contact in the future. So we would just want to thank you and invite you, if you're not already a partner with Glen Aros, to become a partner. Thank you.